What is it? They do that out by Chicago. They dye the river green or something for
Yeah.
St. Patty's.
Put that in there.
Yeah. All right. Have a good day. Unless you're staying for drainage. Yeah.
You got the manual, didn't you?
Every word.
So that meeting with FEMA on next week, we scheduled on our agenda then for it. It says 10 to 12.
For,
That
I don't know that we're supposed to actually participate because we can view it later because it's being recorded.
Well, I thought-
we encouraged the elected officials
To be on there, yeah.
Awesome.
That's what the email said anyway.
And I didn't know how far that meant. If they want elected officials from other entities that are involved, like Leland and
I would
Yeah.
assume that if they want them there, they would
Contact them.
contact them.
I mean, I just assumed the
then we
emergency
had our-
management and,
What's the date and time, so I can
It's
put,
the 30th from 10 to 12, right during our.
so it'll
2
be
weeks.
during our meeting, actually.
that's what I said. We better probably have it on, worked into our agenda.
Okay,
There, you can have this. This was sent, I think you scanned and sent to us.
yeah, I scanned it just so you'd have it.
I've got it printed.
Okay. What's this?
must be a surprise.
Oh, do you want this too?
Oh, what is it?
The public health thing?
Oh, that's the wrong one, yeah. It was just, that's just an application
Oh,
for that opening that's coming up.
okay.
No, they're losing one. A caregiver,
Oh,
Kinsey.
oh, I didn't know that.
My dad was just getting to like her.
Is she going somewhere else?
Yeah, wow, following the question.
Those things happen.
Never feel bad for anybody if they're making a step up or bettering themselves. You know?
Yeah, you can't hold that against them.
Ready?
It says 9 on my phone.
All right, say the pledge of allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Consider for approval, minutes and agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes and agenda.
Second that.
Motion from Jensvold, second from Smith to approve the minutes and agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, motion carries. Discussion with possible action regarding COVID-19 policies. Julie, are you on?
Yes, I am. How are you guys this morning?
Doing good.
We are anticipating that by the end of this month, we will be done with the schools with all their booths. We're still getting 200 doses per week, and we are not getting any Johnson & Johnson at this time. And we'll be starting to call our people that are on our list for 64 and under with underlying health conditions. That's just pretty much all my new news.
You're not having any issues with their criterias and filling out your 80% or more?
Nope, not at this time. We are getting everyone, we're getting everything in the arms and back into the computer system so that we stay above our 80%.
Good.
We have 2 clinics tomorrow and 2 on Friday. 2 prime tomorrow and 2 boosts on Friday. So,
Currently, what's the deadline to meet that 80% criteria? Because they used to have it for a while, wasn't it, on Wednesday night or something? You had to have everything entered?
Right, but a lot of the counties were, saying they didn't have their clinics, their big clinics held till toward the end of the week, because that's when people wanted to get their shots. So they're going Monday through Saturday, and you have to have everything in by Saturday.
Okay. And then they allocate that next Monday, or?
So like, for this week, to get 80% will be my allocation for, I'll get a alert from the state next week for the following week.
So
Because I already have mine for this week. And then, so this week is for 2 weeks later. They're behind because if they do it that way, then it,
Gotta be easier for scheduling, wouldn't it?
yeah, for scheduling purposes is how they do it, so that you know that you'll be, but, they told us at the beginning of the month at our meeting on the, well, it was the last of February, that in March you will still get allocated your 200 a week that you were getting in February. So we know we're getting at least 200 a week.
Okay. Well, I'm glad they got that rectified, 'cause that was a mess to try and
Yeah,
meet.
yeah, because I was trying to figure out the numbers and making sure we get everything, and because they gave us the formula, but everybody's formula was not working out, and so then they made it a little bit simpler because most people were having their big clinics either like on a Thursday or Friday or even a Saturday. So they couldn't get everything done because we have 24 hours to put the paperwork back into the system. But I like to do it like right away. So I've been going to the clinics and entering it in as the people are getting their shots right away. So it's in there.
I just know the people I've talked to that have gotten the shot, they either wish they would have gotten it on a Friday, or next time they're planning on getting it on a Friday. So
Friday.
yeah, just make it easier to recover if they have an ill
Yep.
effect.
If they have some side effects, yep.
Have we
And
had
that's about
many,
50-50.
have we had many bad reactions?
No, it's about, like I said, it's about 50-50. Most of them are tired, you know, the fatigue, and some don't have any at all. So,
Sometimes it's just a red mark around.
yep,
Yeah, no, I haven't heard
a
anything,
red
so
mark
I just-
or a rash around the injection site. You know, so it's just everybody is different.
Yeah, one person can eat peanuts and the next person dies from breathing the dust of them.
Yep, exactly. So it just depends.
Anything else, Julie?
Not that I can think of. Anything that you guys need to know?
I don't have any questions. How about you guys?
Nope.
All right, that's about it.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. You bet.
Thank you.
Move on to set public hearing for Master Matrix Cyclone 1 site. Where is this at?
Mount Valley. Susan got lucky again.
Won't that be fun?
And,
What section?
section 7,
7?
yeah.
Sure it's not those.
No, it's on that side. See that? That's mine. That's yours, that's mine.
You guys talking about Cyclone 1?
Yeah, where it's at.
Where is it at?
Just east of Leland and a little south, kind of, that back road around Leland. I don't know what part of this section is it?
I think it was, off the top of my head, southwest and southwest.
Southwest, okay. Right at the intersection almost. Just the corner north of Forest City before you get to Leland. At the top of that hill, you take a right, go 1 mile, and then it's on that intersection. On the east side of the road, northeast. I think that's a T intersection there. I'm not sure. I was there last year. son-in-law was doing straight over,
Oh,
at least part of it over.
mhm.
So April 6th at 10 o'clock.
Would meet the criteria.
What's that?
That would meet the criteria.
Yes.
I'll make that a motion then.
Yeah, I have two other things on that. But, oh yeah, you said 10 o'clock, don't you? 10 o'clock. I'll make the motion to meet, April 6th at 10 o'clock on, public hearing for Master Matrix Cyclone 1 site.
I'll make a second on the motion. A motion from Smith and a second from Derby to approve setting the public hearing for Master Matrix Cyclone 1 site in Mount Valley 7. All those in favor say aye.
I,
All those opposed, motion carries. Scott Minders, engineer, will discuss secondary road matters. Morning, Scott.
Morning. Start with today. Our maintainers are out on gravels this morning. They went early to try and catch the cold weather, so
It's road now, it's nice.
they'll be out until it gets too sloppy, so hopefully they make their full rounds. But if it gets too sloppy this time of year, we might do more damage than good, so.
you would think it'd still be thawed underneath though.
It's pretty firm.
Okay.
Didn't get that cold.
It got cold, it got done 25, 26 last night.
I don't know, we moved snow around in our area and it,
This morning?
no,
Yeah.
I tried,
This morning it was cold.
oh, sure, yeah.
I tried one spot at my house with the blade. And after that, I just drugged it there. I had two
Yesterday.
drifts because the wind came from the wrong
You make a
direction.
mess?
Yeah, I just drugged it backwards with the blade. If I couldn't go,
Yeah, that was just.
I had to lift it up and then, but it would bite in and then it would get into the gravel and,
So how much did you get there?
oh, I don't think we hardly got 3 inches maybe.
Yeah, but I heard like Mel's had 8.
Oh, yeah, really, that's no.
Oh, yeah, then I would've had to move it. But I think I would've not done it with the blade on the pickup. I'd have went and got the
So it's
tractor.
probably worse over in the east part of the county up in the northeast. Well, hopefully they can get the ridges knocked down, make it passable.
Yep. But it'll just be a play it as it goes, play to the conditions and do the best we can. Like I said, they started early to try to take advantage of the cold weather, so.
Yeah.
And yesterday, the guys were out about all day working at it, and today they're cleaning up blacktop. But it'll be warmer and less wind today, so things should shape up. Pretty straightforward the last few weeks. We haven't had a lot of changes or new things or anything. We got interviews this week, hopefully all of them. I don't have them all scheduled, and then hopefully an offer to somebody for the Lake Mills job next week, early next week, if not late this week. Possibly be full staff here in a couple weeks.
Been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. We've had some really good help from a part-time guy, and Ethan's been kind of splitting between superintendent duties and operator duties, and we've been splitting routes and doing different things just to try and cover the shortage. And this winter, it worked out okay. Some winters maybe would have been more of a challenge, but
So you weren't in a maintainer then?
no, I wasn't. Someday I will be. I'll try it out.
Yeah, that's,
Stay off of all of my roads, will you? Just.
Practice somewhere else.
practice on the level
Practice on
Bs.
Bill's.
Practice on the level.
Yeah, somewhere else. Yeah. So I think that's all I have.
How are we doing with the wind turbines and replacement equipment? Are they tearing anything up out there? Or?
I haven't spent a lot of time out there. I know that I put Ethan in contact with their kind of road maintenance guy, and they've been talking back and forth a little bit, but I think it's been going fine. I haven't got a single call from out there except for one day when they were tracking a crane down the road, and I had actually given them specific permission for that, so it was okay. the cranes are moving around and there's been, I think all the components are there, if not, close to most of them. And no news is good news usually from a project like that, so I really haven't got a thorough update from them, but I think things are moving along okay.
Anything else?
Do we know where the parts are going that are coming off of those now? Are they going to our landfill?
I don't know. I saw the first load the other day myself, and I had kind of,
The blades?
it was, I don't know if it came from ours. I saw a load of cut blades on a flatbed. Don't know if it came from ours. So I don't know where they're going.
Is that something that we can ask? Because, I mean, I think people are interested, want to know.
We can ask.
Yeah, I mean, or give me his number and I'll call him.
Okay.
I've heard horrible rumors from Central Iowa where they find a valley or something, dig a hole and bury it.
Yeah,
Might be just a rumor though.
I'm sure it probably is some scare tactics of some sort, but
I think
it would be good for us to know, I
our
think.
tipping fees were up last year. I know that
Mhm.
from the landfill.
It'd be good
I
to
mean,
know.
they're gonna make the pile bigger, but really, who's ever gonna dig down into that pile anyway to ever find them?
Personally, I'd rather see them stockpile them somewhere until they can figure out what.
How to recycle, well, they would just need some kind of a huge grinder, I would guess, to run them in there.
Well, if it's
grind 'em up and-
fiberglass, they can mix it with concrete and make something.
You would
Good out
think
of
that
it,
you
you
could do that. I've even heard they put fiberglass in asphalt, don't they?
Different kinds of fibers. Yeah, I don't know, fiberglass.
But it's also got balsam wood in it.
Yeah, no, it's got,
There's no structural strength in that.
yeah, I don't know how you would
Separate.
separate the two because the wood's probably molded right into the fiberglass, I would assume, so.
If there's anything you can find out, I think just for our own county, it would really be nice to know whether they're going to.
Okay,
Do our
I'll make a
landfill.
call. I think I know who to call. On that.
I mean, I don't know if they still do, but I know for years they were getting Minneapolis' garbage down here, weren't they?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, it's not
20,
like,
30
it's not the
trucks.
first time somebody's buried someone else's stuff in our mountain.
Yep.
Any other questions for Scott? All right. Auditor's office will discuss drainage matters.
She's not here.
All right, then I won't call her.
I don't have anything.
Yeah, I don't have anything either. It looked like they finished DD 11. They got all the way to the end, and they were backtracking. I wonder if they were finishing up, hooking up things along the way. And then I asked Rick Hopper, so how do we know where they crisscrossed the old main? And how do we know where they hooked things up? So we know if things are hooked up. He says, well, they will provide each landowner a map of what was done on their land
Oh,
with the
Satellite.
longitude, all the coordinates of where that is.
but the county will have that as well.
Yeah, we'll have
though?
that, but
Yeah.
they'll also provide it
So
to the
each
landowners.
landowners, well, that's good. Because then if there's any problem with it, they'll know right where it is.
Been nice, that had been going on for years.
It'd be way too organized.
That's about all I know on drainage. Anybody else? Okay. We're early for number 6 and number 7. Open forum. I'm a little confused by the ISAC supervisor certification process.
Okay.
They have it on there, they had that, I don't know, the spring conference or the spring, whatever they had, was it March 2nd? The registration said it's from March 2nd till March 25th.
25th or 28th. I was confused by that
And I
too.
went on, I thought maybe it's something you can, participate in after the fact and get your credits. But they said there's nothing to be offered when I went into it. So is it just certain affiliates that are still able to do things on there or what?
Well, you had to register before, and then like March 2nd, they had something. And then like for my affiliate, we had classes all day on March 11th.
Okay,
And then there was some kind of vendor thing somewhere in there. And then there's an ending ceremony on the 25th.
I was confused
yeah,
too.
'cause I missed that one. And
There are some, if you've signed up for it, they sent you something where you can go in and watch them again if you,
but I didn't sign up for it, that's the problem.
Oh.
I didn't see that.
okay, then,
Next one's not till August
yeah.
at this point. Who's the company that's doing the Cyclone One?
I don't know.
Doesn't say on there.
I didn't look.
Okay, you don't have it.
It's in my office.
Anything else for open forum? I suppose we should start looking at what other counties are doing with their COVID-19 monies that will be coming in and determining what we're gonna do with it.
So there was counties that were showing what they have done with their money. The past, the CARES money.
Yeah,
So it was really running the gamut. I mean, it was all over the place.
we use most of ours, for elections and
And payroll for public health and payroll for,
for the extra provisions needed. And that had criteria to it,
right.
where this is gonna be supposedly without criteria.
I don't think so. The way Jamie was talking the other day, that they do have criteria on
Okay,
it. And that it's gonna be pretty specific on what you can use it for, from what I understand. So, but they haven't given us,
well, it's another one of those bills that in 2 years, they'll give us the criteria, and we're supposed to spend it now.
What was the ending dollar amount that we got previously? Just,
I don't know off the top of my head.
no, round figures, no.
I imagine the cities will be getting some of that money too for this round.
I don't know.
I think the counties and cities are supposed to get it.
It's a lot of money.
School, well, that
I
one
can
school
send you a
district
link of,
that one school district in LA, gonna give their teachers bonuses, and they're not even in school,
For not working,
but
or at least not.
they were
working.
talking about it.
And they were talking
Where was
about,
that
well,
at?
LA,
and then they were talking about how they could take a vacation to Hawaii with it.
yeah.
It's like, it's real suffering.
All right, anything else for open forum before we get off track too far? All right. Consider for approval semi-monthly county claims. Anybody have any questions on the county claims? I didn't.
No, I didn't have any. Usually I do. I usually have about 6 questions.
I'm almost through. I opened it up last night and then I got a phone call and I never got back to it.
Well, you can continue and you make the motion when you're done.
I need a bigger phone. For better eyes, one of the two.
Didn't I give you the paper list? That might be easier to look at.
So, that's probably right there somewhere.
One of those big stacks.
Yeah, one of them stacks has probably got it in there. Anybody got the theme to Jeopardy on their phone?
So when they give you guidelines on how to spend this money, you were insinuating that it sometimes comes later?
Well, I can give you an instance of the transportation policy, or the transportation bill that came out, probably 8-10 years ago. And it was the third year of a 4-year bill when they finally came out for the administrative rules and how it's gonna work.
Wow.
Yeah. That's federal government at its best.
I think we'll get this soon. I just don't know. We haven't got it yet. And Lucas and Jamie from ISAC have been pretty good about, like, they're gonna do webinars and different things, telling us how we can use it and what we should use it on and all that kind of stuff. So I'd keep your eyes peeled for stuff from ISAC, because I think there's gonna be,
Probably not much notice and they have.
yeah,
There's
probably,
been a
probably
lot
not
of
much.
stuff from ISAC, but not
I think
that.
mine's been going, some of them, and all of them, but some of my ISAC stuff has been going into the other file.
Oh, really?
So I don't always see it right away.
Yeah. Carla, if you think of it, I've been getting the agendas on my personal, email, which
So-
I still want,
Okay.
if that's all right, but can you also add,
You have to sign up for it. You have to go out to the website and sign up for it
oh, okay,
on what you want.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
On your
Okay.
county email?
yes.
There. Wonder how I ever got that done.
Did Eric help you?
You were the grandfathered in.
Maybe I was grandfathered in, yeah.
That could be, because I think he took their original list and then put those people in.
Yeah.
And now anybody who wants it, now we'd send them to the website and you have to subscribe.
Okay,
I'll make a motion to approve the semi-monthly county claims.
I'll second that.
Got a motion from Jensvold and a second from Smith to approve the semi-monthly county claims. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries. We'll work on table right now until we have our 9:30.
Here they are.
Bill got a new coffee cup, so it kind of threw him off. And then-
Oh, no, I've had that one for a while.
It's the
Bill.
first time we've seen it.
It's the first time I've seen it.
Bill forgot his coffee cup that he usually takes down at his shop. So,
Gotta worry about Bill when he's talking about himself in third person.
I was just gonna say that.
You wonder what's in there.
Well, it is
oh,
Tuesday at 9.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh, I have to sign that one.
You want a poll?
First have everybody.
I think you left too soon. Oh, that's the 18.
Yeah, the board one. Not that it's boring, but it's boring. Well, it looks like it's 9:30. We have the public hearing, re-roof project with possible action. I'll entertain a motion to open the public hearing.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Got a motion from Smith and a second from Jensvold to open the public hearing. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries. Public hearing is open. So, the reason for the public hearing is because we're spending so much money on it?
Yeah, it's so we can enter into a contract.
Because that bid letting is tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Now explain to me, the bid lighting, are we supposed to be here for that?
No,
Okay.
you don't have to be. I don't have an agenda for it, so if
Okay.
you want to be here,
What time is it tomorrow?
I think it's 2.
2:00.
Something's going on.
When I came to the pre-bid meeting, on the 10th, was very interesting,
Mhm.
extremely interesting.
Quite a few here.
3 companies. And,
2 local and 1 farther away.
yeah,
The one that was going, or that one that kept contacting us every time.
Yeah,
no, he did not.
was there.
Mm-mm. But I think he was a flat roof company, so I don't,
Yeah, he didn't have the,
I entertained going to that, but you didn't have it on the agenda.
know.
You said you were going, so I figured, well, that,
Yeah, it was so interesting. I really actually enjoyed that. Of course, we got to go in the tower and see
oh,
everything,
did
and
you get to go up in the bell
it
tower?
was pretty cool up there.
Yeah,
I took some pictures that are amazing.
I, went up there once, Kevin took me and the kids up there. Kids beat me, I've been around the courthouse for almost 60 years, and, had never been up in the bell tower, and my kids made it when they were young,
That's pretty cool.
so fair.
so we had any comment from the public about this?
no,
And we have none here. Is there anybody on the phone call that has a comment to provide for this re-roof project? Hearing none.
Man, most people I've talked to ain't got much of a choice,
mhm.
so.
AJ called me yesterday and just said, is it leaking? And I said, well, it's not leaking because when Dave Randall was here doing the masonry work, he went up and patched. But that's the only reason it's not leaking. And there was many times that while he was here, he went up and had to patch things.
Yeah.
So it needs to be done. And Kevin kind of joked, like, if we don't get it done, we're gonna have blue tarps up in the, on the roof instead of,
Well, yeah, that, we wanna make darn sure that we've got a cap over all that money we just spent on all the work on the sides of the building, so.
yes.
So that we minimize the moisture getting down into there,
It is,
or
but,
hopefully eliminate it, but,
mhm.
So what's the general consensus and why some of that kind of thing is happening in new places since the, last renovation up there?
I don't think it's new, but
In the girls in the recording
Well-
office said that it showed up after the last, so could it just be our
Well, and when
HVAC
they-
systems, or?
when they finish off, they spray water in there to clean everything out.
I
So
was
maybe
just
some
gonna
of
say,
that-
So some of that could have maybe gotten in there, or,
moisture from that, or when they're doing the work, actual, moisture,
Sure.
rain and stuff like that getting
Migrated
down
into
in
there.
there.
Yeah, because you're open.
cause it's all open, so.
Yeah,
And then you can have, you know, their buildings can have condensation points too, as far as,
But he does wicking points too to get rid of that
yeah.
Mhm.
moisture, so. That's, which was never in the original structure.
Dave was gonna go in, Dave did go in and talk to them that day,
Did
so
he?
I don't know what he found
Good.
out, but he was gonna talk to them, so.
Well, any other comments on the re-roof project?
the only comments I've had from constituents has been that, you know, we've gone this far on this building, it's a necessary
Well,
thing.
the decision to salvage this building was made back in 2000 or 2001 when they put the addition on it, so,
2002 they called it.
was that what it was?
If you looked at that drawing, it said on the top of the 2002 annex.
Oh, yeah,
Probably started planning in 2000.
yeah. And it is a neat building.
Well, I guess I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing for the re-roof project.
Second?
Got a motion from Genzel and a second from Smith to close the public hearing for the roof project. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries. Now, was there an actionable item on that?
Yes, well, the one right up below it.
Okay, because it said with possible action on the one before.
Yeah, might have got carried away with my possible actions.
Consider for approval, resolution for re-roof project.
You gotta be careful, you can't be just slinging them things everywhere.
So the resolution, the overview of the resolution is what?
It says, whereas the Winnebago County Board of Supervisors of Winnebago County has identified public improvement project, and whereas the project consists of re-roofing a portion of the Winnebago County Courthouse and is identified as Winnebago County Courthouse re-roof and/or architect job number 21745, and whereas the proposed plans, specifications, form of contract, and estimated costs are on file at the auditor's office, whereas notice of public hearing on the proposed plans, specifications, form of contract, and estimated cost was published pursuant to sections 26.12 and 362.3 of the Iowa Code, and hearing was held on March 16th at 9:30. Now therefore be it resolved that the Supervisors of Winnebago County, Iowa as follows. Proposed plans, specifications, form of contract, and estimated cost are currently on file in the office of the county auditor for the project are hereby approved. All resolutions or parts therefore in conflict with herewith are hereby repealed to the extent of such conflict.
Well, it's more than an overview,
I figured it was short.
She speaks legalese.
but do we have a motion for this?
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution for a re-roof project.
I'll second the motion. Is this a roll call vote?
Nope.
Okay. All those in favor of the resolution for re-roof project, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, motion carries. Go on to payroll claims.
There's two places for you to sign. Did you want me to put the thing on the agenda for tomorrow, or no, or,
I don't think I'll make it.
I won't be able to get here,
okay. So, I won't,
so does that mean Bill can come if he wants to? And
mhm.
yeah.
on the agenda for next week to approve the contract then?
Yes.
Review the results and approve the contract?
Mhm. I'll probably send you stuff so that you can have your minds made up, hopefully by Tuesday, because I think the contractors are awful worried about prices and,
Yeah,
We don't
they
want to
quote
delay.
one and then it goes up right away,
yeah.
Yeah, I just did a couple of jobs, and it's like, they have to let me know right away, because there's no guarantee that price is gonna hold.
I think they were saying that day that they were only guaranteeing prices for 15 days or something.
I thought he was saying like 15 minutes, like it can, like he went in and like like if they change the order, the prices are changing, they change them right now.
But I asked specifically if that happens, who's responsible for that, and they are.
Mhm.
That's where I'm afraid the cushion is gonna be there.
It's gonna be a big cushion. That's what I'm scared of too.
So why can't we use this COVID-19 money for the problem created by COVID-19 and the pricing of materials and labor?
I don't know.
Nobody says you can't so far. I mean, we'll see.
because,
It'd be nice if we could.
yeah, because this whole situation has caused,
I mean, it was a planned project and it's going way up.
you know,
It's
That's
not,
something I can look into.
it's not something that we're trying to slip in. It was always being planned, and
and it's been affected greatly by this whole,
Yeah.
I think there's some billionaires involved too that capitalizing on it.
billionaires capitalizing.
No.
So will Julie post
Yeah.
that position?
I have somebody that's gonna be moving into one of my apartments, moving into the area. That I thought would be really good at it. Whether it qualifies or not, I don't know.
I think my niece was living with her, and then she had to get her own house now, so. Mackenzie. Yeah. At least I think, they were at one time anyway, I haven't heard lately.
So anytime a job position comes open, we're required by law to post for 10 days.
And that is in the two papers? or
No,
just-
it has to be on the bulletin board, and, so that's where we post. And then it's up to the department head how else they wanna post, so some will put it in the paper, some will put it on,
It depends on what type of position. It could be on a professional
yeah,
website.
so it just depends on, and then we usually put it on Facebook and put it on, our website.
Sure.
Does Melissa post them too?
What's that?
Melissa get notified on these? 'Cause she works with job postings for the whole area.
Yeah, it's just on the website, I would think, is, I don't remember making a point to tell her.
When will we get an update on the new environmental building? Will let those bids, have they?
I think they did, but it was like 30% over what the cost was because of the COVID thing again.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to decide what to do.
use some of that money for that also.
I don't
Because
know.
that whole thing has been affected by this.
I don't know that answer.
Return to sender.
Be the same, I guess it'd be the same thing as using it for this.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah.
I don't wanna be picky or anything.
It's a huge responsibility, and I just not up to it. Either that or
He needs a zoning assistant.
my own club thumbs, I just can't feel the pages anymore.
And he did this one, so it looks like he's shaking,
Was there,
or it goes.
well, I'm getting nervous now, I'm gonna really mess up now, you guys got me all flustered. It's kinda like when you're up to bat and they throw a brushback pitch at you, and after that you're nervous.
Speaking of brushback pitches, remember when my nephew got the state record for being hit by a pitch?
Yes.
Keith Brink. He set the state record for getting hit by a pitch.
Oh,
Towards
really?
the end of the year, the rest, or the umps were really watching it too.
Were you stepping into it?
Well, not all the time, no.
Not all the time.
But they were watching for it
Yeah.
because he had set the record early.
That is something that I could never do.
The Buffalo Center, it don't hurt that bad.
Oof.
Just make sure it's a glancing blow.
Oh, thank you.
You don't want a thud stop one, you just want to have it nick you.
In the right area.
No.
The
I don't like that.
Buffalo Center Mark Kroll, he'd get 2 strikes on him. And then instead of striding forward to swing, he would stride kind of backwards and he'd hit the catcher's mitt with the bat and get his base because of interference. And then the
Sounds kinda
one
risky,
umpire, one umpire saw him evidently, well, he goes, I've seen you do that. I've never seen it happen before, he says, and I've seen it happen to you 3 times. He says, next time you do it, I'm calling you out.
But can you step out the batter's box?
No, he's still not stepping on the batter's box.
Oh, he's not.
See, he gets himself way back in the batter's box, and then he just kind of,
Just leans back.
yeah.
More like lean on the back foot.
Yeah, he's just getting his weight on the back foot instead of up on the.
I heard Emily and AJ were back, huh?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, brought the new baby back to show off a little bit.
Jordan said he got together with AJ a little bit, swap stories.
They would have liked to have golfed.
Yeah.
It was ready. I mean, the course was almost ready.
What do they call her? Smiley Miley? Marley.
Miley.
Miley.
Yeah,
okay.
it's Emily's, it's all of the,
Switching around.
yeah, all of the letters in Emily's name switched around. That's right, Ethan was gone, right? He went to Texas. On vacation or something. So where are they hauling from on the gravel? From what pits?
It's coming for
Fertile.
From Fertile?
should be about done. Which would be nice. And they can concentrate on spring stuff.
Mhm.
Lots of stockpiling going on.
It'd be nice if we didn't have a horrible spring on the roads.
Well, we this didn't help much, but hopefully if it dries out again, as long as we can keep it from raining all the time until the frost is
I
gone.
kinda wonder if the dry end of the year helps,
Yeah,
because it wasn't even enough moisture to blade it at the end of the year. Maybe that'll help, I don't know, less frost in the ground,
yeah, well, you don't have that big ice ball underneath.
yeah.
Trying to remember what happened in 2012, that's such a dry year. If I know the frost went really deep, because we had to leave our water trickle in Buffalo Center because the frost was down around the pipes underground. The water coming out of my faucet at my house was 34 degrees.
That was the year so many people lost a lot of trees and
Yeah.
shrubs and stuff
That was
too,
a tough
because
year.
it was. Jerry likes his new stamp.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, great, she can keep up with me now. So you used to get the numbness from holding the writing, so now holding that thing in the same position, how's the fingers handling that?
We're okay. Just don't press too hard.
Yeah,
Just gotta make sure there's a smooth, solid, stuff underneath it. You don't want it ridged, then it doesn't stand.
yeah.
Well, we're still celebrating my dad's 90th birthday. It was yesterday, but this is another party going on right now at Sally's.
Oh, is he getting a little entertainment at Sally's, is he?
I should go say hi. How long is he gonna be there?
Probably a few of his friends that didn't show up because of the ice.
Mm-hmm.
I know one person that fell already on the Johnson property. Never gets shoveled.
Mm.
You get hurt?
Hit his head. Wasn't quite himself when he came in.
How can you regulate that? Does the city just, will go and clean it and bill it then?
They aren't.
I'm surprised that they don't just, what's going on with that property?
It's for sale.
It's for sale, but the people that own it are responsible for what happens.
Yeah, but they're not capable of doing it,
Well, no, but then you gotta hire it.
well, I suppose.
There are people that,
Means are there or not.
oh. That's too bad.
You'd think there'd be something in the code to account for that.
Well, yeah, you would
Don't
think.
a lot of cities just,
Well, like in
Clean
Lake
it and
Mills, the city
bill 'em?
does it on
Yeah.
Main Street.
Well,
It
it's-
makes more sense. Thompson's doing that too, I think.
Our school's been sued even when they were making an attempt to clean the sidewalk cleaner and somebody slipped and hurt themselves. And sued.
I'll make a motion to approve the payroll claims.
I'll second that.
On a motion from Derby and a second from Smith to approve the payroll claims. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries. We stand adjourned.
Thought I had my scraper with me when we were walking over there a couple times. I'd have shoveled it up myself.
Yeah, it's not like it's a big lawn.
Yeah, but it's, I know I've walked pretty gingerly across it a few times.
Who are the neighbors on either side? Maybe they could be